Hello Christmas crafters, welcome to Create at Home with Elf Creation and today's craft. Today we're going to be making some mini wreaths. These are going to go on my glass display cabinets in my dining room. Now this wreath here is from Hobbycraft. This wreath form here is from Poundland. So this one is £1. This one cost me about £3.50, £4. So I'm going to use two different ones, but they're the same size, but just to show you that you can get different wreath forms depending on where you go. So I'm going to make two, but I'll make one with you on camera, and I will try and make this one using as many Poundland items as I can. These are the Poundland poinsettias. You've got them in red and you've also got them in white, and I'm going to be using the holly sprigs. So I'm going to be using them and obviously the Poundland wreath form. Now I am going to be using items not from Poundland, but you can get a lot of these items from retail outlets. You can get them from Hobbycraft. You can get them cheaply online. So just have a look around and see what you can get. So the first thing I'm going to do is just start building. I've got my hot glue gun heating up and I've got some spare glue sticks. I'm going to take these off. I'm just going to pop them off their stems. These ones are quite large, so I'm not going to use that many. I'll probably only use, well actually I don't know how many I'm going to use, to be fair. I have some white poinsettias and obviously my holly bush. Now I'm going to dissect this particular pick, because I like to get as much out of this as I can, so I'm just going to dissect this. Now I have noticed that Poundland are using this year's stock and last year's stock, so you can find some of these picks and they have more than 3. This one here, which is probably this year's stock, I've only got 3, where last year's one had either 4 or 5, I can't remember how many. So very obvious, evident that Poundland is obviously getting some of the pinch from this Brexit, or just not as cheap to buy these things. So I'm going to dissect all these because I'm going to hot glue a lot of these leaves on to cover my wreath form base. So I'm just going to dissect these and then we'll come right back and get on to the next stage. I'm not going to hot glue in, and some of the items I will. These spruce picks I actually purchased from, where was it? I think it was wish.com, and I've used them, you know, throughout the last 2 or 3 years. So I do make things and then take them apart, but this will probably be something that I will make and leave, because I will probably use these in years to come. Okay, then I'm just going to go around and hot glue these lovely variegated holly leaves, making sure to use a silicone spatula to push it down, because obviously my hot glue gun is a hot, not cool or low or high, I suppose is the terminology. My glue gun is a high level. Lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now are you, dear old man? Whisper what you bring to me. Tell me if you can. When the clock is striking 12, when I'm remember to lift things up, crafters. You know, lift things up, poke them in. I'm going to make sure that this entire thing is covered. I'm using some of these snow-covered pine cones. I've had these in my stash for a number of years, and I've used them numerous different Christmases, both in displays and obviously glued them into wreaths and things. When I see these things at good prices in stores, I make sure I buy in bulk, because you never know if they're going to have them back in again. In fact, I think I got these particular pine cones from B&M, which is a seasonal kind of everyday store here in the UK.
One she hasn't read. Now I think I'll leave to you what to give a rest. Choose for me, dear Santa Claus, what you think is best. How still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. O holy child of Bethlehem, descend to us, we pray. Cast out our sins and enter in. Be born to us today. We hear the Christmas angels, the great glad tidings tell. Oh, come to us, abide with us, our Lord Emmanuel. For Christ is born of Mary and gathered all above. While mortals sleep, the angels keep their watch of wandering love. Oh, morning stars together proclaim the holy birth, and praises sing to God.
I just want these wreaths to be, you know, overfull, you know, so they almost look like they're bursting at the seam. I created a larger one, and I just want to mimic the way the larger one looks. It's very full, and I want this one to be very much the same. So I'm lifting things up, poking things in.
And peace to men on earth, and praises sing.
I'm going to do a topiary, which will be, hopefully will be the next video you see on Create at Home with Elf Creations. I'm going to do a topiary using all these same elements. Stay tuned for that. Actually, I'm trying to go around the edge and cover up as much of this space as you can. I mean, to be fair, you don't see a lot of it anyway, but I want this to be full and opulent. I want as many textures in here as I can possibly get.
To God the King, and peace to men on earth.
Okay, crafters, I think I'm going to call this wreath done. So there we go. Here is the smaller wreath form. This wreath form measures 9.5 inches, and I did a 12-inch wreath as well, so I shall have some pictures of that large one at the end as well. So I'm going to do another one of these, and I will also do the topiary will be on video as well. So thank you very much for joining me today, crafters, and you will see me with the topiary DIY very, very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.